My encouragement tonight is to help you know that when you do your part, the Lord adds His power to your efforts. As you move from one priesthood service to another, you will see the Lord is in the work with you. I learned this where I was in a meeting with an elders quorum president sitting there in a stake conference years ago. In the conference, there were more than 40 names presented of men who were to receive the Melchizedek priesthood. I was sitting on the stand and I leaned over to the stake president and he whispered to me, those men were all less active prospective elders. In amazement, I asked the president what his program was to rescue these men. He pointed to a young man in the back of the chapel. He said, there he is. Most of these men have been brought back because of that elders quorum president. He was on the back row. I remember clearly, I could see him, you know how sometimes the back row is where you can see, dressed casually, his legs stretched out with his battered boots crossed in front of him. I asked the stake president to introduce me to him after the meeting. When we met, I told the young man I was surprised by what he had done and asked him how he did it. He shrugged his shoulders. He obviously didn't think he deserved any credit. Then he said softly, quote, I know every inactive guy in this town. Most of them have pickup trucks. I have a truck too. I wash my pickup where they wash theirs. In time, they become my friends. Then I wait until something goes wrong in their lives. It always does. They tell me about it. I listen, and I don't find fault. Then when they say, there's something wrong in my life, there just has to be something better than this, I tell them what it is and where they can find it. And sometimes they believe me. And when they do, I take them with me. You can see why he was modest. It was because he knew he had done his small part and the Lord was doing the rest. It was the Lord who touched the hearts of those men in their troubles. It was the Lord who had given them the feeling that there must be something better for them and a hope that they could find it. The young man who, like you, was a servant of the Lord simply believed that if he did his small part, the Lord would help these men along the path to home and to the happiness only he could give them.